Good morning, everyone. So we are the presenters from Group 7. So I am Kimberly Mabagos, and for today we are going to discuss about the teacher and the community, teachers' ethical and professional behavior. What makes a teacher a teacher? What are the things that a teacher must have and ano yung mga kailangan niyang alamin or alam? Ano yung mga katangian or behavior na dapat pinoposes niya or pinoportray ng isang teacher. So according to Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers, Article 3, it indicates that teachers are expected to be part of the community. To be part of the community definitely means to participate in the life of that community. From the word itself, to be part of the community is to participate. So you, as a professional teacher, dapat you engage yourself sa community. Hindi ka lang dapat sa classroom, hindi ka lang dapat more of sa school, pero dapat ikaw as a teacher, since professional ka and marami kang nalalaman, kailangan mong gamitin yung mga nalalaman mo at ibahagi ito sa iyong komunidad. Hindi lang para makatulong, kundi para magbigay na rin ng awareness and enlightenment sa mga kapwa mo individual to remind them na kahit sino ka man, you have the power to create a change and of course to lend your hand to your fellow citizen in your community. So what is that community referred to here? So the sections of Article 3 of the Code of Ethics refers to the community within the school and the community outside the school. So sinasabi diyan within the school. So within the school, so ibig sabihin doon mismo sa vicinity ng school, sa loob ng school, yung tinutukoy dito. And outside the school, ibig sabihin yung vicinity outside the school, kino-cover rin dito, yung community na tinatawag. So as a teacher, hindi ka lang dapat talaga nagpa-participate within the school, within the vicinity of that school, anumang school yan, but also you have also to participate outside the school. And that is your obligation as a professional. Since marami kang experiences, marami kang nalalaman, you have to share it. You have to share it with your fellow citizen. So teacher as facilitator of learning. So Article 3, Section 1 states that the teacher is as facilitator of learning and the development of the youth, therefore shall render the best service by providing an environment conducive for such learning and growth. So, facilitator of learning. So, pag sinabi natin facilitator of learning, siya yung nagsisilbing disseminator of information, providing knowledge through lessons. So, as a facilitator of learning, you should not just nurture the minds of your learners, but definitely you should also nurture their hearts. Kasi kung more of aral-aral lang, walang motivation, walang mangyayari sa mga students. Hindi sila ma-motivate to learn better, to improve themselves. And in-emphasize dito yung development of the youth. Of course, in terms of development, teachers should provide moral lesson, not only enhancing yung intellectual capacity na kailangan hasain or lalo pang dagdagan yung nalalaman nila. So as a teacher, we are the molder of someone's future, but we are also the maker of their characters. Kailangan they will not just embody yung idealism of excellency, yung intellectual capacity, but more than that, what lies with a successful person is yung attitude, yung behavior niya. Facilitator comes from the word facilitate, which means to make something easy or easier. So dito, dapat you have to help the learners. Hindi ka dapat nawawalan ng gana na turuan sila kapag nahihirapan kasi nga your obligation is to make their work easier or easy. So dito, you will serve as their guidance. Ikaw yung magiging guide nila. Kung manahihirapan sila, they have to approach you. And pag in-approach ka nila, you should of course respond. Kailangan mag-respond whether busy ka or hindi ka busy. Kailangan mong gawin, i-fulfill yung responsibility mo as a teacher. To facilitate a conducive learning environment is necessary. It has been proven that learners learn best in a pleasant environment. So pag sinabi natin kasing conducive environment is kaaya-aya, appropriate para sa learners, para mas ma-engage sila sa learning environment. And also, pag sinabi natin conducive environment, it gives them motivation. It gives them motivation to learn. Meron silang tinatawag na eagerness to learn more since it provides them a conducive atmosphere appropriate doon sa learning environment at the same time appropriate doon sa content, sa context. So, kung mapapansin natin, 'di ba, kapag let's say yung isang classroom is hindi siya conducive, hindi siya pleasant tingnan, mainit or masyadong malamig, madilim, masyadong maliwanag, yung mga ganong eksena sa classroom. Isa yun sa mga nakikitang problem dito sa Pilipinas, especially in terms of facilities, kasi we all know that in terms of facilities, kulang ang resources dito sa Pilipinas. In comparison sa ibang countries na talagang, syempre, mas angat sila in terms of economy. So, understandable na talagang in terms of facilities, resources, mas lamang sila. Pero syempre, with the initiative of the teachers, the school staffs, and of course, the Department of Education, they still, kumbaga, parang they work on it to provide a learning environment that is suitable for every learners and para matuto sila comfortably at their own, and hindi lang basta matuto, kumbaga parang madama nila na they really have the right, kumbaga ito yung para sa inyo, ibibigay namin to kasi we are also making or we are also helping you to create your own future. Hindi naman para sa atin, hindi naman para sa school, hindi para sa teachers, kundi para sa mga learners at tulad nila. So, in terms of budgeting, yun yung kailangan ba nating kumbaga parang pagtrabahuan ng DepEd and such, kasi hindi lang naman education ang focus dito sa bansa, kundi marami, especially in terms of economy. But since we are referring here yung a conducive learning environment, so napakahalaga talaga na pleasant yung environment para comfortable sila and talagang ma-ensure na matututo sila. Okay, so teacher leadership for initiative for community participation. Section 2 refers to leadership and initiative of the professional teacher to participate in community for social, moral, economic, and civic betterment of the community. So, binanggit dito yung dalawang terminologies na napakahalaga. So, we have the first, yung leadership, and second is yung initiative. So, leadership. Napakahalaga na magkaroon ng leadership quality ang isang teacher. Why? Kasi nga, since you are the role model of the society, ikaw yung inaasahan sa committee niyo na magli-lead sa mga ganitong bagay. Kapag may meeting, ikaw yung palaging kinatawag para mag-conduct ng prayer or pagsalitain sa harap, maging host kapag may event sa barangay nyo, kapag may fiesta, ikaw yung pagsasalatahin. So, dun pa lang, makikita mo na talaga kung ano yung differences ng different professionals dito sa Pilipinas. Kasi 'di ba, kapag yung mga ibang professionals, ibang profession, may kanya-kanya silang field eh. Pero pag sa teachers kasi, pangkalahatan, pwede siya sa lahat. Kumbaga parang jack of all trades. So, as a teacher, you should embody yung leadership quality. Kasi you are the example, ikaw yung parang replica sa community niyo, ikaw yung tinitingnan, ikaw yung kumbaga parang role model, ganon. So, as a role model, dapat you have to possess yung leadership quality in order for you not just to lead your fellow community but definitely para maging ehemplo sa kanila na ganito yung dapat gawin, ganito yung kailangan natin ayusin sa community, ito yung kailangang pagtuunan nating pansin, ano yung mga bagay-bagay na kailangan natin ayusin dito sa barangay natin. So, yun yung mga benefit ng pagiging isang teacher, particularly when you have yung leadership quality. And second is yung initiative. So, sa initiative na sinasabi dito, meron kang pagkukusa. Meron kang pagkukusa. Kumbaga, as a teacher, hindi ka na kailangang sabihan ng ano nyo, barangay captain na, ay ganito, ma'am is kailangan mo ng ganito. Pero ikaw, since nakita mo na yun yung kulang na resources sa community nyo, you initiate na mag-donate or kumbaga parang tumulong para kahit papano katulong kayo sa community nyo. So, hindi mo na kailangang tapikin, hindi ka na kailangang tapikin pa. Nakita mo na nagkusa ka ng gawin yung bagay nito without the urge of other people. So, yung pagiging initiative sa isang professional teacher is a must. Dapat na meron siya kasi nga, ikaw yung, kumbaga, what lies with a teacher is yung pagiging initiative niya eh. Alam niya na kung ano yung mga kailangang pagtuunan ng pansin, alam niya na kung ano yung mga bagay na kailangan pa niyang ayusin sa community, ano pa yung kaya niyang i-offer. Hindi lang within the school, but definitely outside the school, particularly the community. So, let's move on dito sa professional teacher with honor and dignity to be discussed by Ryan K. Miguel.
Good day, everyone. My name is Ryan King Miguel, and let's move on into professional teacher with honor and dignity. So first, how we consider as a teacher with honor and dignity? Masasabi ba nating honor and dignity ang isang teacher kapag mabait siya magbigay ng grades? Kapag nagtuturo siya ng moral ethics? So dito malalaman natin. So let's deep our understanding into next slide. Section 3 states that every teacher shall merit reasonable merit recognition, for which purpose he shall behave with honor and dignity at all times and refrain from such activities as gambling, smoking, drunkenness, and other excesses, much less illicit activities. So dito, as a teacher, dapat good moral ka sa mga estudyante mo. Ikaw yung magiging light nila na hindi nila nakikitahan ng isang bisyo. Kung ikaw ay isang teacher na sugalali or ikaw yung teacher na mahilig uminom ng alak, so dito wala kang honor and dignity sa mga estudyante mo. So, as a teacher, dapat meron kang purpose which is nakikitaan ka nila ng isang motivation na kung saan nag improve yung isang estudyante mo, nakikitaan ka nila ng admiration na natututo sila at the same time, kaya nilang gawin lahat ng mga activities dahil they are inspired because of you. Next, the teacher attitude toward local costumes and traditions. Section 4 expects that every teacher to live for and with the community and shall therefore study and understand local customs and traditions in order to have a sympathetic attitude, therefore refrain from disparaging the community. So dito as a teacher, dapat you don't need set a gap between sa mga taong nabubuhay sa mga rural place and sa mga nabubuhay sa sentro. Dapat nagkakaroon tayo ng understanding sa mga customs, yung mga belief ng mga estudyante na hindi sila na-degrade or hindi na-invalidate yung feelings nila. For example, kapag yung estudyante mo ay maitim, tapos yung mga kaklase niya is mapuputi, so parang sineseparate mo sila, nagkakaroon ng gap. So, nawawalang inclusive education doon. And that as a teacher, dapat yung attitudes natin is to intertwine, pagsamahin natin yung ugali nila and to have a better understanding between the local customs and traditions ng bawat isa. Next, the professional teacher and information update. Section 5 states that the teacher shall help the school inform the community about the school works, accomplishments, needs, and problems community here refers to the internal and external stakeholder. So dito, if may balak kang pagandahin yung room or beautification of your room, dapat aware yung isang estudyante, aware din yung magulang, just in case na merong contribution. So dito yung internal and external stakeholders. So malalaman natin yan in next slide. So, ang tinutukoy ng internal stakeholders ay dito yung isang estudyante, parents ng estudyante at yung mismong teacher. While the external stakeholders, dito naman yung mga barangay officials, government officials, non-government or government organization alumni or alumni retirees. Kasi sila naman talaga yung makakatulong in case na pagandahin yung isang school. Kaya nga kapag nagkakaroon ng meeting is mandated pumunta si kapitan para alam niya, para aware siya. Ganon din sa mga magulang just in case na meron silang idadagdag or suggestion or inahin kung paano mapapaganda yung isang school. So, next slide is the Parents-Teacher Association. So, we have Parents and Teachers Association, o yung tinatawag nilang PTA, in a place of every school. Some private schools call it the Tone Schools Association of Family Advisory Council. It's an association of teacher and parents with children who enrolled in a class. So, hindi naman na ito bago sa atin yung PTA na binabayaran natin ng 300. Yung purpose dun is, for example, printer sa loob ng class, or yung mga kagamitan, electric fan, or yung mga project. So, yung PTA na yun, ang pandagdag siya pang paganda ng school, hindi para sa abasto ng isang teacher. So,
Good day, everyone. I am Genesis Limbauan, and today we're going to discuss the School Governing Council. So, a School Governing Council is a group of individuals who are responsible for overseeing the operations and management of a school. The council typically includes parent representatives, teacher representatives, non-teaching staff representatives, the principal or head teacher, and sometimes a community representative. Yes, that is correct. The school head plays a crucial role in the school governing council as the chief executive officer, manager, and chief operating officer. So, the council's main responsibilities include determining policies related to student welfare, discipline, and well-being. They are also responsible for developing, implementing, monitoring, and evaluating the School Improvement Plan or SIP and reporting the progress of its implementation to the school division, superintendent, and the community. The school head leads this process, but collaborative decision making with the council helps to build consensus and ensure that policies are aligned with the school's mission, vision, and values. So the next slide is the professional teacher and government officials and other professionals. So section 7 states, every teacher shall maintain harmonious and pleasant personal and official relations with other professionals, with government officials, and with people individually or collectively. Section 7 of the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers stipulates that every teacher must strive to maintain harmonious and pleasant personal and official relationships with other professionals, government official, and people individually or collectively. This means that teachers should maintain positive relationships and respect other professions, collaborate with government officials, and ensure that their actions contribute positively to the well-being of people. Teachers must demonstrate professionalism, ethical behavior, and uphold the highest standards of conduct at all times. By doing so, they will positively contribute to their profession and be a role model in society. The next slide is all about the professional teacher does not use position to proselyte. According to the Section 8 of the Code of Ethics for professional teachers, every teacher shall not use his or her position or the influence of his or her position to proselyte any religion, shall not make deductions from any salaries of teacher for religious purposes without individual consent, and shall endeavor to eliminate sectarianism in its school. This means that teachers should not use their position or influence to promote or impose any particular religion or belief system on their students. In addition, they must respect the religious and cultural beliefs of their students and avoid any practices that may discriminate against any particular religion or belief. Teachers are expected to provide an objective education that exposes students to different religions and beliefs in a non-biased manner and enable them to make informed decisions about their own religious or spiritual beliefs. 1987 Constitution. The statement are referring to is found in the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which reads, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. So this provision is based on the principle of separation of church and state, which means that the government should not be involved in religious matters or favor any particular religion. It also means that individuals have the right to freely practice any religion or belief without fear of persecution or discrimination by the government. A similar provision can be found in the Philippine Constitution of 1987, specifically in Article 3, Section 5, which states that no law shall be made respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. The free exercise and enjoyment of religious profession and worship without discrimination or preference shall forever be allowed. And now, let's move on to takeaways. So, Article 3 of the Code of Ethics for professional teachers shall live for and with the community. Next bullet is for the learners, misuse nor abuse that authority or power bestowed on you as a professional teacher. So the first statement, professional teachers shall live for and with the community, emphasizes the important role teachers play in building and contributing to their communities. Teachers are expected to be active members of their communities and to be committed to improving the quality of life in those communities through their work as educators. So the second statement, do not misuse or abuse the authority or power bestowed on you as a professional teacher. Reminds teachers that they have a unique position of authority and trust in the lives of their students. As such, they must exercise this power responsibly and not use it to exploit or harm their students in any way. Teachers should always act in the best interest of their students and should not engage in any behavior that could be perceived as unethical or inappropriate. First bullet, for the community, you are the leader. Next bullet, keep parent and community involvement in the school. So for the community, you are the leader and keep parent community involvement in the school. Highlight the important role that teachers play in their communities as leaders and facilitators of engagement. Teachers are expected to serve as advocates for their schools and communities and to actively encourage participation and involvement from parents and other community members in the educational process. So, the last bullet is all places and for all people, don't misuse nor abuse that authority or power bestowed on you as a professional teacher. So, all places and for all people, don't misuse or nor abuse that authority or power bestowed on you as a professional teacher reiterates the importance of ethical behavior for teachers in all situations and with all individuals they interact with. Teachers are entrusted with a great deal of authority and power. They must be careful not to misuse or abuse that authority in any way. This includes treating all students fairly and with respect, avoiding any behavior that could be perceived as discriminatory or abusive, and always maintaining the highest ethical standards in their work as educators. So again, we are the Group 7 and thank you for listening to us.